Welcome to More Than Chairside. I'm your host, Rochelle, a dental assistant of 14 years, co-founder of the Digital Dental Assistant Academy. I'm also the social assistant on Instagram, so maybe you see me there. But this is where dental assistants are going to come to laugh, learn, and vent a little, and realize we're all just figuring it out together. So let's talk to some dental assistants. I am so excited for this. I've wanted to start this podcast for actually a really long time. I just feel like there's so much out there about dental assistants that nobody really talks about. So we learn the clinical stuff. We learn how to assist. We learn to take x-rays. We learn to scan, impressions, right? All the 3D digital stuff. We're printing now. We're milling, everything. But no one really prepares us for everything else, right? I remember after dental assistant school, when I finally got into an actual practice, thinking, holy smokes, they did not teach me enough. I was not prepared for how busy the days were, working with the doctors and all the things they want us to do, being pulled in a million different directions. I remember just sitting there thinking, wait, this cannot be just me thinking this is just craziness. And that's why I wanted to start this podcast, because I've been there. I've had those days where everything feels chaotic, when I'm trying my best and it just still doesn't feel like it's enough. I've had moments where I felt stuck. Like, is this seriously what my life is? Is this my job forever? Is this what my career is going to look like? And at the same time, I've also seen what's possible. I have seen how much dental assistants can actually do when they're given the right opportunities, the right training, and honestly, even just a little bit of support. I have met assistants that are doing so much. They've gone on to do so many different things. And what's really cool, a lot of them, they're doing sales, they're teaching, they're at conventions speaking, and I love it. And that's what this space is going to be. Not just assistants complaining about their jobs. We're going to talk about the good stuff too. And it's not going to be just about dentistry. We're going to talk about dental assistants and the real life and what we do every day and what every dental assistant is doing every day, whether they're speaking or teaching or being a dental assistant, whether they're a dental assistant for 20 plus years or if they're a dental assistant for 1 year. I would love to talk to some dental assistants that are still looking for jobs because they're brand new and they're having a hard time finding a job. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the hard stuff like burnout, feeling undervalued, and trying to figure out what your next step is. But again, I want to talk about the good stuff, like the growth, the confidence, the skills you're learning, the opportunities that you're creating for yourself or realizing that you can do. And I'll be bringing on these other assistants. They're going to show us what their perspective is. There are so many stories out there, and I think hearing them is what helps us to realize that we're not alone in this, and there is more than just being chairside. And also, I hope we can have some fun with this. If you know, this job can definitely be chaotic at times, and we've all got stories. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed, question what you're doing, or love what you're doing, you are definitely in the right place for dental assistants, and I'm glad you're here. I have seen there are so many podcasts out there for hygienists and dentists, even office managers. But did you know one of the latest statistics that I've seen, there are over 60,000 dental assistants just in the US. So why aren't there more for us? So let's create some podcasts that are for dental assistants. I'm making this short and sweet so you can listen to it maybe on your lunch break or on your way to or from work in your commute. I'll be having episodes every week with new dental assistants and maybe sometimes just some hot topics with me. And often we'll be talking to Chelsea Holmeyer, the digital DDA. So keep listening, share with your friends, and I'll catch you guys in episode 2. That's it for today's episode of More Than Chairside. If you love this, make sure to follow, share with a fellow assistant, and leave a review. It seriously helps so much more than you think. And I will see you in the next episode.